So I'm going to get diabetes now. It's just decided.
Because of donuts and prasadams?
So many of them. So many, and this time Vettel will pay for them. My name is Rishi Kapoor, Kunal, Shah, talking to each other about Vettel and his magnanimous wins. One after the other after the other. And they just keep coming and coming and coming. And who bets against him winning the last 2 races?
I do.
Why?
So a question to you and everyone who's listening. Do you believe he's going to win 13 races this season?
If he does, he'll be equaling Michael's record. If he does, he'll be in the one-time greats that Formula 1 has ever seen. But I'm getting a feeling of some bad luck going somewhere. And I also feel that he will try and gift the last win to Webber.
Really?
Yes.
Vettel giving up a win to Webber where he's getting a chance to equal Schumacher's record.
I think he'll do that for goodwill because he also did multi-21.
Well, clearly shows how much of goodwill Vettel is willing to give.
That he's not willing to give anything. But yes, he does give us a great show. He's a great Formula 1 driver and he's getting better by the hour, by the second. Abu Dhabi, I know it wasn't the most interesting races, but yet again a great display from Vettel.
And all the way from the start till the checkered flag, not an inch wrong. And guess what? He's not just the 2013 Drivers' Champion.
Then?
But he's also the 2013 Constructors' Champion.
Yes, absolutely. We had the points tally. He's won it all by himself. They don't need a Webber or a car number 2 to actually do this for them. Red Bull is so good.
Absolutely. Look at it the other way. Vettel can actually submit himself as a constructor next year. Okay. Get the Vettel 01 and drive it himself and win it himself. How cool would that be?
That is a great way of putting it. He's the fastest out there. He's also the easiest on tires. I don't know how he's doing both.
Like you said, it's not down to genetics.
Okay, but down to the other end of the Grand Prix, the other end where Kimi Raikkonen started, which I think was a foolish decision to start him from the pit lane. He just didn't get to turn 2 because it was just foolish. He was in a very fast car and he had to run into someone.
He had to run into someone, Rishi. But do you really think we'll see him running in Austin?
That is a very big doubt. Yes, the boss at Lotus Renault is saying, yes, we have convinced him to come back. He's saying, I'm still thinking about it. He actually reached Abu Dhabi very, very late. He wasn't there for one of the press conferences.
Yes.
I'm getting a feeling he's really, really ticked off with Lotus.
Yes, my feeling, Rishi, is that he'll land up in Austin. And he'll probably do the media interviews, etc. while waiting for the money to hit this bank account.
Yes.
But he will not sit in the cockpit in FP1 until and unless he gets an SMS from his bank which says that money has been credited to his account.
I'm getting a feeling he's going to wear a Stetson and ride a horse instead of a car over there. So that's how it is. Okay, I love Kimi and all that. But, when we come back to the racing, I don't think I love what I saw on track because I personally feel that Alonso should have been penalized for the move he made on John-Eric Vaughan. He did get an advantage and just because he's Alonso, he got away with it.
Probably that, and also he should have been penalized because he actually generated more G than the regulations probably allow him to.
Yes, that was 28 G. Must have been a nasty, nasty thing on the back. But hey, Formula 1 drivers are getting stabbed in the back. Look at Massa. He got stabbed in the back for strategy because he could have... Oh, yes, again. He could have won. He could have really won the Alonso Massa battle and he's really looking good.
He is looking really good for the last couple of races. And like, a commentator said on TV that Ferrari should have fired him at the start of every season.
So the better drivers are doing better. What I'm trying to say is, yes, Grosjean was looking really nice, but Kimi Raikkonen came back in this race with a long wheelbase. He was looking better. Hülkenberg has always looked better than his partner. Massa is looking better than the guy who's always thought to be the best. When you look at all of this and when you see clean racing winning, you feel bad for Nico Hülkenberg not having a seat as yet. And he's really outdoing himself.
Yes, and I think majority of the Formula 1 fans, including our listeners, probably have been feeling bad for him ever since he ended his first season and got dropped with Williams. Okay. Having said that, there is Twitters who's been telling us that Quantum apparently has finalized their funding deal with Lotus.
Yes.
And that they immediately want Hülkenberg to be signed and then the news could be out any minute now or probably tomorrow.
Bravo. That's a great move. But
I don't think so, Rishi.
Why?
I don't think so because even if the Quantum deal is done, firstly it's rumors right now. Even if the deal is done and as we speak we are sitting in first week of November, even if the money comes by mid or say last week of November, the kind of money that Lotus would have needed to develop the 2014 car was probably needed 6 months back.
Correct.
So I don't know if this immediate infusion of funds is going to help the season next year. Okay, even more so, and this is slightly more technical, but you'll love it, is Lotus, Ferrari, and Mercedes are involved in a battle for P2.
Correct.
Okay. And this battle is going to go down to the wire because there's a lot of money at stake for all of them. Like Massa said that, Ferrari could well end up finishing fourth in the championship, right? And since they are going to go down to the wire, okay, they are actually going to keep developing and optimizing and putting all their resources on this year's car, slightly compromising 2014 plans, which in fact works even more so in Red Bull's favor because they've won all championships. They are putting their feet up and thinking only about 2014.
So my answer to this is that's why they didn't pay Kimi and put the money on next year's car. Yeah, that's the deal. Yes, it is a little difficult. The jargon, the mathematics is slightly complicated than we think. There's a lot of money involved. There's a lot of rumors involved. There's a lot of...
And Rishi, you need a lot of time to develop the 2014 car.
You really need, because I know of teams that have been doing it 1 year in advance to probably a year and a half in advance. So... yes, it's going to be slightly complicated, but my love lies with Austin, Texas. What a brilliant track. It's going to be up next. But before all of that is going to be the most awaited thing on Inside Live in F1, and that is contest. Finally, we have something to give away. We're very proud to tell you that somebody has been really generous and given us a few teas to give you.
Absolutely. So we are here on the Inside Line Formula One podcast, going to celebrate the double podium finish for Nico Rosberg.
Woohoo!
Yes, he came second in India and he finished third in Abu Dhabi.
Do you know he knows my first name?
Really?
Yes, he does.
Which is?
I forgot. So Nico said, Rishi, in his slight German accent, take these 4 t-shirts. Give it away on your podcast. No, he was sounding quite English because he works with Braun and he has some great teas to give away. All you have to do is, we're going to be presenting a little image, a little link below. You click on the link, you'll see an image, you'll see a dialogue cloud. All you have to do is fill the dialogue cloud and give us the funniest answer you can because, well, Inside Line F1 podcast is about F1 plus humor. It's Kunal Shah with Rishi Kapoor. So that's what you have to do is create one of your own, and the best ones get the Mercedes GP merchandise given to us by Puma India. And in the next podcast, you will be hearing the man himself, Nico Rosberg, with those blonde hair, with us, talking about F1, pure F1, no nonsense.
So, Rishi, do you know that he's called Britney in the paddock?
He's quite pretty. He's quite pretty for a Formula 1 driver.
And have you got him to sing the song Hit Me Baby One More Time?
I actually got him to speak like Amitabh Bachchan. Yes, there's been a little Bollywood sprinkled in F1, which you get exclusively on Inside Line F1 podcast. Next time around, Rishi Kapoor and Kunal Shah bowing down. So did the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.